Hey, Night Owl Gamer here, Elgin Knight. Welcome back, everybody, for another night stream. We'll be jumping back into some Pathfinder here shortly, and hopefully doing some of the end bits of Chapter 4. We've moved the mic around a little bit. We noticed and looking at some recordings, the voice seemed a little quiet. Hopefully this is going to be a little bit better sound. Again, please let me know in the chat if you're happen to be viewing and everything is okay to, sounds okay to you. Would love to know that. But enough of the preamble. Let's get into some games. Okay, so we left off last time. We just basically healed everybody and buffed everyone. We just came back after doing a shoelace side quest and getting that finished. He still needs some time to get over things. We have some junk to sell, which we're going to just quickly give to the Tiefling connections, which stretch all the way to the underworld. Yes, you may have also seen that Socio got a new weapon. That's going to augment his summoning even more. So that should be interesting. Get rid of some bulk stuff here. Just clean up the inventory a little bit. Sure. No idea how expensive things are going to be in the next area, considering, you know, that this thing was 300k. But yeah, so what we have to do is we have to go meet with one of the demon lords in the battle bliss. She wants to discuss whatever her scheme is going to be for getting Hamel Zephyr. And we have to try and get into the wizard tower in the upper city. I'm not sure if those two are going to overlap. Those are the two quests we currently have. Everyone's going to need to be rebuffed when we get back out there, but everyone has rested, so they have spells. Let's go to the battle bus. I'm not expecting combat here. I'm expecting more dialogue. Okay, so yeah, we'll just go straight into the battle bliss. Apparently, someone is... Social's head. He's blind.
The world has suffered enough.
Alright, there. No more blind Social. I don't know if it's just going to put us right into the area. Yeah, okay, here we go. Valexia. For your date, Valexia has swapped out her previous dress for an elegant outfit. The blood-red hue of the new gown seems particularly fitting considering the activities of the arena. There you are, my friend. Let's hurry to our box reserved for distinguished guests. I'm determined not to let you enjoy the spectacle from the other seats. Your new dress is very elegant. Oh, okay. Off we go. The demon blushes slightly and gives you a pleased smile. I am flattered that you notice such things, especially here in the arena where there are so many other sights to capture your attention. Speaking of which, the fight is about to start. Yeah. Fierce battle unfolds in the arena. The bloody freak surges forward, launching into a brutal attack against Aslam. Aslam desperately tries to resist the onslaught, but the bloody freak is relentless. He strikes one furious blow after another, showing no signs of exhaustion or fatigue as he bears down on his opponent. Aslam attempts to fight back against her enemy with quick, sudden attacks, but fails to find an opening. Her movements begin to slow. Her footsteps leave behind a crimson trail of blood. Alexia observes you closely, her eyes sparkling with lively curiosity, and you are forced to turn your attention away from the fights as she asks, Slavery is the cornerstone of our life in the Abyss, and gladiator fights are a popular source of entertainment. How are such shows perceived on your homeland of Galorian? What is your view on slavery? You can just whisper to the hand. Okay, we'll see it. I have to do that. The angel's voice is tense, as if he's expecting a fight to break out in one. She is too gentle, too placid. Nothing at all how she used to behave in battle. No, when we fought one another, she was never meek and gentle. She was a fury of rage and angry curses. This masquerades, these tricks of hers, it all seems very suspicious to me. I'm going to take the lawful one out here. I don't want to say slavery is disgusting, but we would definitely go here. But if these laws dictate the will of others, they restrict freedom. How is that any different from the chains and shackles of slavery? Ah, this is so complicated, but so exciting at the same time. I'd like to learn more about your world. Come on, Aslam, you can do it. Oh, yeah! With a vicious growl, the bloody freak hurls themselves recklessly at his rival, who appears to be exhausted from her wounds. However, Aslam was merely feigning weakness. She dodges at the last moment and strikes a resounding blow. Blood gushes from the demon's wounds, and his growl of rage gives way to a howl of desperation. Alexia glanced disinterestedly at the arena and returns her attention to you. She is clearly more interested in the conversation than watching the fights. Nevertheless, even Galorians who are not enslaved are often forced to fight by those in authority. Yet they still charge into battle with as much zeal as those two gladiators down there in the arena. So tell me, what gives them the motivation to fight? What do they hope to achieve? Our conscience and our nobility lead us into battle. Yeah, that's what we're saying. The demon laughs loudly, not unkindly, though not unkindly. Oh, how touching! There's such sincerity of belief. It is so charming. There are many warriors in the Abyss who are eager to fight, but they lack both the strength of your resolve and the genuine faith you have in the rightness of your cause. Look at Aslam no longer is putting up the pretense of weakness. Advances against the bloody freak, dealing him several painful blows. She strikes with precision, drawing blood, but never dealing a fatal blow. The audience goes wild as Aslam toys with her opponent. The smell of blood hangs heavy in the air. There is no doubt that merciless symphony of violence being played out in the arena will soon reach its deadly crescendo. Oh! But the bloody freak isn't finished. He lets out a monstrous, bloodthirsty howl. It reverberates around the arena as he challenges his powerful rage into one last brutal attack. He strikes as swift of lightning, and Aslam's fury of blows is brought to a sudden halt. She sways slightly, then doubles over, as if embracing the blade that was just plunged through her body. Then, with another primal roar, the demon cuts her down, dispatching his weakened opponent with one powerful strike. Alexia watches us stand closely. She muses, but every warrior will meet their death eventually. How do Galorians face their end of their life? Are they scared of death? Do they despise it? Or do they welcome it as a friend? Well, I think that's probably that answer, but we're going to say the memories of the deceased live on through their deeds. Your words distinguish you from the multitude of fools who think only about themselves and give no thought to the future. They fear death, and they tremble at the thought of their pathetic lives will come to an end. The scream and howls of the crowd are deafening. The bloody freak, oblivious to his numerous wounds, basks in the adoration of the audience. The arena master's voice rings out across the battle bliss. All hail the winner! All hail the bloody freak! Emphysira. I want this bloodthirsty fighter to be my servant. From now on, he is my slave, and anyone adolescent enough to object will face my wrath. Having a formal bodyguard is quite a status symbol. If you obey Emphysira for this gladiator, you'll wipe that smirk off her arrogant face. Saying nothing. Go for diplomacy. Victoria averts her gaze, but fails to hide a mischievous smile. What a possibly delightful idea. I can't resist. Oh, what do you owe me? You've discovered my weakness. Only moments ago, Hephaestus commanded the attention of the entire audience as she blurted out her powerful, as she boasted about her power. However, when Vexia raises from her seat, all eyes turn towards the succubus. I dare to challenge the claim of the most esteemed Hephaestus. I am touched by this fighter's tenacity. He has found his way into my heart, and I wish to make him my bodyguard. If anyone dares to argue against my right to such claim, they can say it to my face. The arena master glances curiously at Hephaestus, then turns to Alexei and gives her a respectful nod. The crowd erupts into jeers and shouts, clearly enjoying the public humiliation of Baphomet's daughter. Hephaestus bellows and utter wild curses, and the sounds of her wrath shake the arena. But Alexei ignores her threats with a look of magnificent disdain and gives you a sly smile. This was so exciting. I've enjoyed our time together here at the arena. However, I cannot resist the urge to appear with you somewhere in high society. I'm sure you wouldn't say no to attending a private reception with me here at the Harlem Ardent Dreams. Shamara has prepared something special for her guests, and I would very much like you to experience it with me. I shall wait for you at the Harem of Ardent Dreams. You really must come. I simply won't take no for an answer. Alexia suddenly pauses as she wants to leave. She turns towards you with a look of gentle reproach. Oh, you should have a reminder of me. I nearly forgot. After such a wonderful time together, you must become a regular guest. I insist. Please accept this little gift as a reminder that the doors of my manor are always open to you. This coin is a key to the teleportation arena. Yeah. Alright, so that's done. Oh, we need to go this way. Oh, I don't have a drink. Well, let's save and not pause on ceremony. Let's go, see what she has to go on here. I wish to enter. What kind of carnage you committed last time you were here? Let's do without any demonstrations of power this time. Feel free to go where you want. Yeah. I know what happened to the last guy who had my job. Alright. It was a good idea of mine to introduce you to high society at this reception. We are subject of gossip amongst the guests. I heard them whispering about how we showed up together. You look stunning in your new outfit as usual. Alexia covers her mouth with a hand and gives you an elegant laugh. I certainly couldn't go out wearing the same dress as last time, could I? I would have bored you. Moreover, I would have bored myself. That dress was excellent choice. It brings out the color of your eyes quite beautifully. Alexia looks slightly bewildered. She seemed surprised that the mortal could speak to her without first waiting to be addressed. However, after a moment's hesitation, she gives Camilla a gentle smile. I thank you, sweet creature. How kind of you to notice. You clearly have excellent taste. Yeah, those two would probably get along great. Chimera. All rise. Proceedings will now begin with the dispensation of false justice. I, Chimera, the ardent dream, will perform the duties of judge. The rights of prosecution will be granted to anyone acquainted with the rage and hatred, and the part of the defender will be given time and a blind fate. All participants are obligated to show due dread and obedience to the decisions of the court. Now, our first case is brought by the assassin Dugwood against the bodyguard for hire Catrol. Dogwood accused Catrol of being exceedingly nimble and dexterous. Dog and cat, oh my god. The excessive dexterity enabled the defendant to foil the assassination attempts against his employer, thus preventing the plaintiff from fulfilling his contract. But Lexi is more interested in having a conversation than watching the sham trial. You know, my dear friend, after our last visit to the Battle Bliss, I've been thinking a lot about the custom of Valorian. Despite our difference, we actually have a lot in common. Our actions and desires stem from the same passions, except when it comes to... Blexi's eyes widen with excitement as she utters the word that is as foreign to the abyss as you are. Love. It's common knowledge that demons know nothing about love, so why don't you explain it to me? It's a pure enough feeling in your soul that cleanses your heart of all burdens and pains. Love. You're an uplifting feeling. How intriguing and how unfamiliar. Our passions are tempestuous, and our feelings stem from the darkest depths of our souls. But you say this feeling is pure. Fascinating. Growling with rage, Catrol, the bodyguard, has his head chopped off with a giant axe for being too good at his job. The crowd roars with approval, and the beaming plaintiff counts his coins. This is a perversion of justice. They're making a mockery of the very idea of a fair, noble trial. They are enjoying ridicule of the law. It's not true. Is it not true that love restricts freedom, and that its harsh constraints can sometimes lead to cruel, evil deeds? Does not love force people to act contrary to their desires and subordinate themselves to the object of their affection? Do not even the most loving souls feel occasional regret about trading away their freedom for love? Haven't the most terrible betrayals been committed for the sake of love? Doesn't unrequited love cause mortals to commit suicide? And isn't it rejection the reason that they often resort to violence and other terrible crimes? I am most curious to hear your answer about these questions. No, these things are caused by lust and dark desire, not by true love. So you believe that love is real love is pure and leads only to pure deeds. If that's true, I can't help but wonder, what happens to a demon who encounters true love? Will her love darken and die, or will the demon rise above herself? Interesting question. The execution has the audience in an uproar. The demons howl their approval as Chimera has to raise her voice to be heard over the noise. Next, we will hear the case of Varasa the Nose Cutter, who attacked two of the city's visitors from another plane. Even though the great Natura made it clear that they were under her protection, Varasa the Nose Cutter tracked down his victims in the upper city and killed them with his glaive, then robbed them and cut their tongues and noses. This scrawny demon doesn't look like a hardened killer. He wriggles in his shackles, yelling hysterically, "But I'm Vraska the Nose Cutter. I didn't know who that is. My name is Sharza, and I've never been to the upper city. I'm not allowed to enter, even though that's where the slaver of my status should live. A slaver of my status should live. Besides, I've never held a glaive in my life. This is all Hepazira's fault. She wanted to buy my slaves at half price, and I refused to sell. And now she's taking revenge against me and plans to get her hands on my slaves. It seems to me that love is like a living creature. Sometimes behaves one way, and at other times another way. It's contradictory and inconsistent. It leads both to good and bad outcomes, and, like every living creature, it is bound to die eventually. After all, every love, no matter how strong, is doomed to die. Is that not true? True love lives forever. Don't lie to me. I need you to be honest. Do you truly believe that? Don't answer. I can see that you're being sincere. Oh, there goes the slaver. Shamara shouts shouts overheard. Varasa the Nose Cutter. The court finds the evidence of your indicted person's innocence to be quite convincing. However, false justice requires every sin to be punished. So, therefore, I hereby declare that this demon is Varasa the Cutter, and he shall be executed without further delay. Then Chimera throws a conspiratorial glance at Hepazira, who stands nearby. The latter grins, bowing mockingly. Chimera announces loudly, "And the last crime for today is the most harmful and treacherous." Listen to this attentively. The crime of sin is mercy. Crime is sin of mercy, and the offense was further aggravated by an attempt at self-sacrifice. A tiefling is brought forward and changed. Chimera glances furiously at the bloody, beaten figure. The mortal who stands before you is a descendant of Shazara, a slave trader who died recently. A week ago, this tiefling was offered the chance to be an accomplice in the murder of his progenitor, Shazara, in exchange for a portion of Shazal's slave holdings. However, this mortal refused to participate in such cunning, highly profitable murder. Driven by insane familia sentiment and disgusting display of fondness, he warned Shazar about the possible attempt on his life and personally hired Catrol, one of the best bodyguards in the Shiro, to guard his father's life. There's more! During the last attempt on Shazar's life, this mortal, driven by the most disgusting feelings of duty and gratitude for his own existence, tried to cover his father with his own body to save him from the assassin's dagger. We find such actions to be criminally insane and dangerous. Therefore, false justice demands that we sentence this mortal to death. Shazar's property will be declared destitute for an heir, and henceforth accessible to anyone who wishes to take possession of it. The tiefling, too weak to protest at this signal from Zara, he is executed by the guards. Whoa! Lexa smiles at you, her eyes sparkling with excitement. She seems uninterested in the drama that just played out before your eyes. Thank you for your conversation. I expected to find it interesting, but I had no idea that our discussion would be so thought-provoking. I'm so glad you decided to come here with you. I sincerely hope that you'll visit me again. I hope to see you at my manor soon. I host small receptions for the most interesting and noteworthy residents of the Upper City. Conversations at these receptions are always entertaining. If you were to attend, we could continue our discussion about love. Of course, I seriously doubt my guests would be as interested in the topic as I am, so perhaps we should finish our conversation in private. I hope to see you soon, dear friend. Don't stay away too long. I'm looking forward to our next visit. She's gonna try and kill you like the succubus does. Drain you dead. I'm surprised the Shule is like, don't go! It's gonna be to go to the Rapture, yeah. I want to do something fun, so let's go to the tavern. I think we get to do the mythic quest now, so let's try that. Padlock Tavern. And then we're gonna go to the Echo of Discari's portal there. Yoda should be, there she is. Save, because we may have to buff still. Gona looks at the portal arch, her eyes burn with fury. It's here, sensing I can barely stand. The portal is closed, sealed shut. We open the portal. Yeah, I thought she said we could go in it now. Oh, okay. So no, we have not found the key yet. All right. Oh, now we know. back into the tavern. I'm gonna go to the Rapture of Rapture first. Leave is this one.
Want to fight? Sure.
Oh no, okay, we have to go to the portal up. Alright, this is a bit of... that's... The next thing is that's the key, the doorway we need there to, I think to go to the Wizard's Tower, which we will do probably after this. Quick save, because we have no idea what's going to happen. Alexia's demeanor has changed since the last time you saw her. She looks at you with a mixture of boredom and irritation. When she greets you, her friendliness no longer seems genuine, but forced and insincere. Here's our long-awaited guest. The performance is about to begin, and there's so much new talent here today. I wonder if any of them will entertain me. She looks directly at you as she makes the last remark. Throating a suspector, losing interest in our conversations. It throws you a withering glance and mutters something under breath. In that case, you should act fast before you lose what remains of my interest. Oh, we might have to regret the old buffing here. I don't know if you can hear it, chat, but he's rocking away on the harp there. Leslie claps her hands imperiously as one of the performers begins a heartfelt ballad in a deep, velvety voice. Alexia looks tired. Her eyes are full of sadness. There's a wistful note in her voice as she asks, "Tell me, how did you end up here in the abyss? You're not one of us. Our ways are foreign to you. Why did you come to our world?" Going on in hand. This is the finale. The performance is about to end, and I've already told you, Valexia's temper is volatile, and now you can see the proof of my word. She's grown tired of her new glorying companion, and will unleash her anger upon you at any moment. If you can surprise her, you might buy yourself some time. Otherwise, you should be prepared to fight. We are now in the wild creature's lair, and our enemies have cornered us. I bring goodness and light to this dark place. That's enough. All this righteousness makes me sick. What are you, a holy book that's come to life? All you do is lecture me about love and beauty and all this nonsense. I don't want to hear anything else about Galorians and their feelings. You're excruciatingly boring. Vanessa snaps her fingers in irritation, making magic sparks fly from her fingertips. Performers who are unlucky enough to provide the evening's entertainment begin to scream with pain. Their bodies change shape, density, and color. In a matter of moments, they become completely transformed to a set of whimsically decorated furniture. The pieces of the furniture creak sadly as lamenting their bitter fate. Alexia's face contorts violently. Her beauty disappears, and her features transformed into something wild and animalistic. Her jaws expand, revealing her guards. Kill him! If you can't amuse me in one way, at least you can amuse me with a fight.
Save the last one for me.
Okay. we will be right back. I'm going to get a drink, and we are definitely going to have to buff for that. So hopefully you guys will stick around, because we will be right back. Okay. So let's do with the buffing thing. First. That volley of done.
Amranda gratior. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Inimosi travisi. Arayana. Ona Arayana. Ona Arayana. Ona Arayana. Ona Arayana.
Keep saying it, chat. Give me to find a way to macro this.
Ona Arayana. Ona Arayana. Magritium Turinos. Magritium Turinos. Manishrim Sukino. Tashani Savitor. Tashani Savitor. Tashani Savitor. Tashani Savitor. Tashani Savitor. Tashani Savitor.
Alright, that's Death Ward, Crusader's Edge. Spell resistance.
Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam. Ona Adayanam.
Good, everybody. Yep. Forgot we have access to that now too. Jesus, so many spells. So many spells. Then in her 7th level, we have I think we have scrolls for that. We're not going to use that. Okay. Now over to Camilla.
Lesano Daniel. Ona Ariana. Mashani Savitur.
the one we have to do this with.
Matricium Purino! Amrando Gratior! Apparane Sentes! Inimosi Travisi! 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 Magnesium Purinos! Adayana! Ona Adayana! Ona Adayana! Ona Adayana! Ona Adayana! Ona Adayana!
Inimosi Travisi, Ona Adayana.
And some scrolls for our main guy here. Price descending, sometimes the easiest way. We need to make some more of those. That should be ice body. There we go. Bam. And legendary proportions. No, it's heroism greater. I'll take permanent heroism. Why not? And where's my legendary proportions? There we go. Yeah, I'm all big in the stuff. Heroism here. 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 Well, these ones may not last. We had to watch. I forgot because we had to do that conversation still. All right, let's go talk to the lady of the house. No matter what. All right. I guess there's a way that we could entertain her through the conversation there and not have this fight, but that's so be it. He's a demon.
Na ea orma.
Don't want her to die, so we're gonna just.
Magnesium Turinos!
So shit. All right. That should be put an end to some
Here I come!
range damage from the team for a while. We'll manage to hit her and get her down. So, unfortunate. No, just not enough. Damn it! I killed a Shule. Let's see what happens. I guess we're saved right up front there if we can keep her entertained enough.
Finally.
Gets the first guy clap away. That way, she sends away. What do we have next? Another fool decided to tame me with his jokes. With fellows aware, laughing at cripples and misfortunes is popular in Glorin as well. So if you ask me, it's a primitive form of entertainment. Still, you mortals seem to enjoy it, even though you try to pretend yourselves different from creatures such as us. Take a philosopher to answer your question. Hoped you'd be entertaining conference, but seems to make an effort. Next, we have a spellcaster. Close her eyes. Deep down, I'm beginning to wonder if you are worthy of my time. Why should I desire your company? What more do you have to offer? Because chivalry and honor are concepts entirely foreign to your other suitors. What need do I have for chivalry? I've been abducted by a dragon, or perhaps an evil ruler in a neighboring kingdom wants to steal my virginity. If I needed a knight Shari'ar, I would have gone to the fleshmakers and bought myself a dozen of them. Alright, so yeah, she just wants to fight. Hold on. Okay, never mind. I must admit, our time together has brought me a certain degree of amusement. However, I do not intend for us to meet again. I ask to take this humble gift as a sign of my affection and fond memory of our pleasure conversation to provide. This is one of my latest creations. It has intelligence in its own mind of its own. It's certainly far more clever and sophisticated than any of my living creatures I know. The jewelry will identify the most important traits and features of its owner, and then it will enhance those abilities. It's a rare and vulnerable gift. I hope you appreciate its worth. And now I must ask you to leave. I've grown tired of your company. Shower Finian, do you know anything about this? What was this you're doing? Do you really think I would release such a poor craftsman to the world? Words fail me. However, I've seen work like this before. It was done by an incompetent, untalented individual who called himself the Bladesmith. He showed me with compliments and asked to be my apprentice, but in truth, he just wanted to learn my secrets. Needless to say, I refused him in no uncertain terms. Well, let's see what he's managed to learn on his own. Well, it looks like he lacked the skill to copy my transformation spells, and he clearly has no idea what he's doing. This is disgustingly crude work. The soul didn't fit the shape completely, and part of it is still lost to somewhere. To tell you more, I'll need to disable This sample. Don't even think about it. You demons always have a way of looking for reason to start disballing people. If we were here to fight instead of talk, I'd be more of a match for you, sweetheart. You'd have a tough time taking me down. How abominable. Its mind seems flawed, too. The Bladesmith should have called himself the Bungler, because that's would have been more accurate. Just look at this. He was clearly incapable of selecting the right kind of soul and transforming it properly. What a waste of material. I got the item. Now free these people, please. What? You demanded my own manor? How you considered future millennia? Now you want me to leave my house and bare the walls of rooms? What unthinkable nonsense. If it were not for the commander, I would have chopped your head off. Turning this living creature into other thing is the worst crimes of all. Well, time to rid you of your boredom. Now, this is interesting. Let's play. Cool. What do we get? Pretty cool. You got a good bed too. +5 armor, man. That's not fun. We take a look at just how dangerous this person's going to be. 56 AC. Oh, and they're a wizard. Oh my god. Surrounded by archers. It's gonna save us a huge amount of damage there. Okay. Haste first. I'm gonna quicken it. Okay. Sila. Gotta kill these archers first. Thanks. Bunch of nat 20s, I'm guessing, yeah. Here we're gonna just use a Ring of Power. To start swinging to the oldies here. Only getting one attack this turn, okay. Right here.
Groovy.
Wow, okay. Holy shit. He is not terribly surprised.
Omronda Gratio.
I'm on the fence about that spell. Got to buff people with her spells. So if we die, we'll be outside of here. Just try and hopefully we'll remember to take that off. But it is where it is now.
I will resist.
Okay, got a hit in there. She getting some love. Taking Constitution grade for this guy? You can do right now. I don't know if we have the remove curse thing.
The Inheritor, guide my blade!
Patrizio Turinos.
This is interesting. So we want to push the conversation to a point where we get the emblem. Things that we forgot.
Inimos tradisi. 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 Ona Adayana.
I don't know if we'll still have that up still after our conversation here. Gets us a bunch of experience. And we get this update. And then now we do the fight. I think that's the best of all the scenarios there. Except where they basically kill Nenio in the first round. Motherfuckers. All right. I think we don't have haste yet, so I'm going to fix that, but I just want these things dead. Pretty close. Where's Alexia? I think we have to get on her first. Here's the interesting part. I go straight for her now too. Minos can do some real damage when they hit, so I'm hoping they do that.
I can still. I failed you, friends.
Please, someone, save me!
You're screwed it up!
That didn't go as well as we hoped. Yeah, okay, we cannot leave those sword wielders there. They will eat our back line. Nenio getting dropped right off the bat. That was super unfortunate. Hopefully we can keep haste up. God damn it. What? What? Hit by the arrows. Nice.
Now, what am I?
Magritium Turinos!
Here I come! Feel the power!
It's worth a shot. Damn.
Magnesium Turinos!
Oh yeah. Fucking batch. Come on, buddy. One. Oh, there we go.
Magnesium Turinos!
We got her up. She's up. Oh my god. Pop. Alexia arraigns her beautiful appearance. She wipes the blood from her pretty face and screams, "Mercy in the memory of sweet moments of intimacy that we shared together or we didn't. Do not kill me." Free all these people now. This is the price for very well. Free to go to talents and trying at least my manner there were some use, but now you can have them if you want. You've lived long enough. What the hell is this shit?
Pashani Zavitur.
Magnesium Turinos!
I'll cut you wide open. The spirits demand your blood.
I will resist!
Thanks.
Rely on me.
We're running out of rounds. Second combat ended after turn-by mode basically screwed me there.
The goddess protects us. Patricium Durinos.
Back chat, 1 second. Hey Dolly, yeah, I'm on stream, so I gotta let you go. I'm online. I'm doing my own tiki-taki thing, so you be good. You look neat.
Look, go to bed.
Touch out.
No.
Well, it's always nice to have people look after you. All right, back into what just happened here. So Nanio's back up and around. Ooh, you saw it. That's a scythe. You know how I feel about scythes, although nothing probably going to beat Wild Sweep, but... Blexia had a shirt and a ring. Back here. That. Oh, that's out in this area. How do I get there? Is there a way to get down there? I wonder what the response is going to be when I leave and come back. Okay, that was broken. Alright, so it looks like at this point in time what we have to do is go to the Wizard Tower. Let's look at what we got, first off. You got the Robe of Transmutation, treat all transmutation spells, but it also grants us to break themselves against spells of the E. That's cool. The intelligence, physical form. Ring of Undercover Wizard. Whenever the wearer of this ring hits 2 or more enemies with a single spell, it grants the wearer total concealment against range attacks for 2 rounds. Whenever the wearer kills 2 or more enemies with a single spell, it grants the wearer total against range attacks for the rest of the battle. Interesting, not back-breaking. Whenever the wearer of this +5 key confirms a critical hit, it deals 40 to all enemies, including the target. Interesting. We may have to try that on. It's full plate +3. Guess we can go to the Nexus and rest. Our buffs are just we have to rebuff 2 of our characters anyway, so. Is no more. That +5 necklace is interesting. This one here. So. Interesting. I'm not sure where to put that thing right now. Oh, yeah, I do. I put it right here. Pump is whizzy. Okay. Can't give him any more spells. Just gotta check that. No, I didn't think so. So what mass heal, as we learned, I'm not very happy about it. Affects everybody. It's not going to work. That one was, this was pretty good. This I'm not so sure about. We didn't even try the summon monster yet, so. And not so sure about Polar Midnight either. We have to, more importantly, remember that they're bloody there. This spell is, I am very unimpressed with. Summons, possibly. Get an extra spell slot. Nice. And we had Breath of Life here. We could have used it. And here, where's Inspiring Recovery? I think that makes more sense. This is where I wish we had heightened spell. We would have pumped up his thing just a little bit. Just a little bit more here, so have him an extra heal spell here. I think we'll just double up on these two for now. Okay. Let's get resting. Strawberry pie. Yum, yum. I think we need a legendary proportion scroll, though. Gotta stay stacked on that. Nope. Get in my belly. Alright, 9 hours, perfect. That's all we want to rest for. Yay, greens across the board, like that. Wonder if Ashule wants to talk yet.
Want to fight?
Test that before we leave. And then it's off to the Wizard's Tower. Worked out what that table means in your dream yet? Not yet. I keep going back to examine it, but it's still just a wooden table, and I can't possibly signify what it could possibly signify. It's a mystery. Perhaps be able to solve it when I get back to Glorian. It's not very easy to dream here in the Abyss. I have to go. I'll be watching you. Okay, that is not the update we were waiting for. Let's go to the upper city. And what we need to do now is we need to head up and get see what happens in this Wizard Tower area. Oh, yeah, it's right here.
Go on.
I believe this is where we were being sent. Walk, 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 walk. Okay. So, this is what's weird here is we thought this was the wizard tower. That's it there. I'm beginning to suspect.
Let's get to it.
Don't want to go see the lady yet. We want to do that afterwards. Let's try going over there. That's the thing that looks like a wizard tower to me, so. It's this key. There's that key. It's right here, yeah. Too sure. To the Mage's Tower. Dun, 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 dun. They went up to the tower to find all the things they needed. The Pathfinder bunch. Art of making friends. Alright, let's save right here. We're gonna get a drink, be right back. Okay, alright. So, before we go too far, we do have to rebuff some people.
Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana.
Inimosi Travisi. Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana.
I'll watch your back.
Aparane Sentes. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi. Inimosi Travisi.
I will prove my worth.
Inimosi Travisi. 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 Inimosi trabisi. Ona Arianam.
Ona Adayana. Ona Adayana. Aborane Sentes. Aborane Sentes.
Ala swa down. Ala swa down. Ala swa down. Ala swa
Ona
down.
Adayana. Inimosi Travisi.
Yeah, it doesn't do anything in either way. This other reason, because it's +5, it gets holy, it gets all the benefits. I have already the crazy crit range on it already, which is the keen. Yeah. The 46 force damage to all enemies is cool on critical hit, but I'm doing damage to enemies with every hit, period, so just doesn't unfortunately make a cut.
I will help where I can.
Give a show on the road. The inscription is written in archaic elven script. You recognize the word stranger home. Stranger home, I see you. I implore Castelia. It appears to be some kind of protective spell against thieves, but it has lost its power over the years.
I sense something.
If this is the storyteller's tower, it's going to be trapped all as shit. Wreckage of once was a magical golem, judging by the many dents and remains of a fierce fight. Of course, for a demon who was not smart enough to outwit the trap.
I am helpful, am I not?
Picking these apart bit by bit.
Now what is that?
Flies. To the second floor. It may not be as big as I was expecting.
You can trust me.
I think I can too, but I'm going to keep her in the...
Something bothering you?
Here we go. Damn, girl.
How about this?
I missed a trap there. I figured I might till it was worth the risk.
What do we have here?
Well, that's an expensive one. Expensive contain a spell warning. An intruder appear to let out a chilling howl, raise the alarm. Unfortunately, the enchantment is worn off with passage of time, so your ears have been spared. Okay, we're okay with having our ears spared.
I hope you appreciate this.
Do.
Finally.
Well, I am helpful, am I not?
Damn it. We have to save a little bit more often as we go through there.
Now, what is that? Open your heart to me.
Save. Good thing we saved.
Now, what is that? I am helpful, am I not?
Look at that one, chat. Jesus Christ. Make sure you get all those.
What do we have here? I hope you appreciate this. The spirits guide me.
Now we can move around this area without getting killed. we did something.
Finally. Want to fight? Sure.
Okay. Up we go. Save. Let's take the game's advice. Treat. Not fast enough. Still heavily trapped. Okay.
Now what is that?
Bad. Fallen through the floor, chat. We've seen this before. Hopefully we've reloaded it to fix it. But no, actually we've seen enemies fall through the floor. We haven't fallen through the floor before. Ugh. Does not like saving on the elevator. Do not save on elevator.
Finally.
Not on the elevator. Save.
Care to tell me what you're up to? Want to fight? Sure. Something bothering you?
Question mark? What the hell's going on now?
Yes, what? I agree.
I will help where I can.
Okay. Yes, please. Okay. Perfectly good, like tailored for her
I'll
boots.
watch your back.
Oh yes, we were quite happy with that. Also, so it was a puzzle all along.
Are we ready to move out?
Thank God. Okay. Thought we were gonna get stuck there for a second.
Let's
All right.
explore.
We got the boots.
Any shortcuts?
Was that broken, chat? Like, they are.
Let's get to it.
I have to restart the game here. Let's hope that this comes back and these things work.
You can trust me.
Thank God. I was getting worried there, okay? We know Camilla. Run off that damn elevator. Save. Weird door. Don't trust it. That's a good headband. Land. That's going to give him some severe goodies there.
A success worthy of praise.
Another magical trap that's been dismantled. Elven notes, yeah, because we know now. I'm fairly confident this is the storyteller's tower. Lethal Commander. Lethal Conductor. +5 shock finesse wielding. +5 shock diagrams with a +5 competent bonus with a fused magic device. And a +4 competence on touch attack rules. Oh my god. Neat. Particularly worried about the fact that they let you rest here, I'm not gonna lie. That's like tells me like fight ahead without them saying big fight ahead. Staff, quarter staff's too good. Okay. The question is actually, oh, the door. The door to nowhere. Come on along. We're gonna see where it leads. Da 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 dum. Examine the door. You see spells enchanting both the door and the bell. Judging by the nature of the spells, they belong to the conjuration school. Storyteller. No. Who's this guy? Clutching the door handle, his skinny figure thralls through the soap bubble. The bubble contracts and pops, dissolving into thin air. The door slams shut. Cautiously touching the stone floor, the unexpected guest rises slowly to his feet. It seems that the storyteller, for it's undoubtedly him, is quite surprised. Yeah, okay. The storyteller head swivels around in bewilderment, his hands reaching to examine everything around him. Where am I? How did I get here? Who's there? I remember the sound of that breathing. Helgen, is that you? Thank the gods, it is you. Where are we? And if you don't mind me asking, what brought you here? How did you get here? Good question. Judging by the demon speech I hear, we are in the abyss, correct? And then I suppose I was brought here by a portal. It was most likely activated by you. This portal must have been charmed specifically to deliver me here from wherever I may have been. I hope it will send me back the same way. You are unlikely to have charmed it this way. If you had, it wouldn't have been so surprised by my appearance. This means the spell was cast in the past, in my past, the one I'm looking for. I have to admit, this finding is quite intriguing and perplexing. But this place, where are we? It's a tower, isn't it? Yes, I'm right. It's a tower. Okay, why did you need this portal? Thanks to you, now I remember that in the past I was a court mage for the Lady of Shadows. It was probably then that I created this portal to conveniently travel from Abyss to Glorian. I came here looking for information about certain purple crystals, but I found you. You were looking for the heart of the tower, yes. I studied its capabilities here in Ashura. You must have seen the socket it was placed in. Unfortunately, the details of my research are hidden from me by the gloom of the oblivion. Perhaps if I laid my hands on such a crystal, I would see something in my past. Do you know where to get one of these? Do they come from the mines or maybe from the bottom of the sea? The elf takes out a delicate compass from his bag, the needle of which is slowly but constantly spinning. I sense the power we are looking for. My hands have touched it in the past. In the past, I do not remember. I think a little divination will come in handy. I can see this little trifle. I can set this little trifle to help you. Explore the caves here. When you're near the crystal, the compass will let you know. What do you think of Gallifrey ordering to the abyss? I'm not a politician or a military leader. I have seen all sorts of things in my life, and that's why I've come. That's why I have some experience and know different stories. The story I'm watching now, it did not strike a chord with everyone. There are many in Dresden who are saddened by your departure for the abyss. Then there are even some who say, though in a whisper, that Gallifrey was envious of her commander's glory and was in a hurry to be rid of him. But most do not think this. The majority praises the Queen and expects her to lead them to new victories over the demons. It is quite possible that she will succeed. Right now, as far as I know, Gallifrey is actively preparing for an advance into the west, into the heart of the Worldwood. I see. How is Gallifrey? She's acting in the manner befitting a queen of her standing at the head of the Crusades. As for her spirit, that I do not know. I could not ask her I could ask her on your behalf if you'd like. Please do. Then I will. Come visit me again after a while, and I will tell you the answer. I found a page that might interest you. Oh, right, another piece of evidence from my past I'd forgotten. His voice becomes a bit younger, more energetic. My feet are covered by crawling carpet of locusts. A few insects got under my clothes, under my shirt, down my back, in my pants. They are crawling over me, tickling my skin with their little legs. They will not attack until they recognize me as a stranger. Protective spells are guarding me, allowing me to deceive pestilent denizens of the rasping rifts. I will keep very still. I am but an observer, an uninvited guest who prefers to remain unnoticed. I don't hold my breath when Demon Lord Discari swings his scythe over Lazen. I feel nothing when Zagan deftly avoids the blow and tries to strike Discari in return. I am here by the order of Lady Nocturla. I must observe the fight and then return to the city. The affairs of Demon Lords do not concern me. Why did Nocturla send you to follow Discari? I don't know, and I don't want to know. My service to Lady in Shadow is almost over. It's the 17th year of my life in the Abyss, and I'm ready counting days to the end of my term. Where's your friend Katie now? Here with me, of course. The stubborn lad refused to stay in the city. He volunteered to accompany to the Rasping Rifts. He said he wouldn't miss such an exciting adventure for the world. His youthful zeal and desire to live to the fullest seems to make me younger, too. Please continue. Rift Carver, Discari's scythe swings up again. With a whistle through the air, it lodges in the ant-like head of one of the Xanga's bodies. Greenish slime spatters, the poisonous drops falling on my face. I keep very still. With a last convulsive movement, the ant-like body winces, tearing the scythe from Discari's hand and jumping back only to drop on its side and lie still. This loss will hardly worry Lazena. To kill her, one must destroy her heart, which is hidden deep under Yanaron, a city in Lemashatu's realm. Disarmed, Discari turns to Yaga's second body that is attacking him. I slowly turn to Kinney, who is sitting next to me. My young friend is usually easily impressed by such mighty opponents fighting, but the seat next to him is empty. Kenny is gone. The storyteller shivers and starts speaking fast. Forgetting about the danger, I look around for my friend. The swarm of locusts is at my feet, buzzes, displeased, but the need for secrecy no longer seems important. Where's Kinney? After a moment, I see him, and the treacherous shiver runs down my spine. My friend is standing over Luca's fallen body, and reaches for Discari's scythe sticking out of it. What's so special about the scythe? Rift Cleaver has a power over the material plane. Discari made this scythe with his own hands from his mother's skeleton. It can cut rifts in planes themselves. The Demon Lord used it to make the Rasping Rifts, his own abysmal realm in the plane of the Abyss. Please continue. I want that weapon. Kenny, stop, don't touch it, I scream, throwing caution to the wind. My friend turns to me, his face baffled. I understand him to an extent. The scythe blade will rip passages between the planes and certainly help us save Galorian, but trying to steal it is harsh and stupid. We have nothing to defend ourselves against the Demon Lord's rage. Stop, my friend, before it's too late. Out of the corner of my eye, I see Discari lift another of Zanga's bodies and tear it to pieces with his bare hands, but I don't hear his howl of victory. The Demon Lord throws away the still body of his enemy and turns to us. The swarm of insects is biting my feet. Locust is covering my eyes, hitting me in the face, trying to get inside my nose and mouth and ears. Nevertheless, I get to it first and grab the giant scythe and swing it awkwardly in the air. Rift Cleaver is so heavy in my hands, I instantly cramp. I have no idea how I managed to lift it at all. I drop the scythe on the ground, but damage has been done. Right in front of me is a small rift, a wound in space. The smell of Ashura's sewage comes out of it, a wonderful smell that brings me hope for salvation. I grab Kenny's sleeve and dive into the rift, only a moment before Discari's claws cut the air where we just stood. The storyteller catches his breath and wipes the sweat from his brow. I angered a demon lord, and my life was hanging by a thread. I never thought that something like that could happen in my life. How many dark sides of my past will I have to find? I'm starting to fear what I might see in the next page of my notebook. Tell me about the fight. Okay, just told us that, yeah, right. Found another page. Found another page. Hey, tell me about the stuff I'm carrying. Let me touch them, I can see what I see. The old man touches the mangled demon helmet. The owner of this item was a monster in the truest sense of the word, but there was still a vicious, dark, sophisticated to his deeds. He died happy, grinning in death what he could not achieve in life. I cannot see what it is, but my curiosity yearns to know. Can you bring me 2 vials of magic essence, 3 cold bar irons, and 4 vials of demon blood in one hide of a creature, and together we can assess the veil, raise the veil around this object. If I need anything, ring this bell and he'll bring them to me. I need to replenish my supplies. Chat. Goodies. Yeah, we didn't even know we had that. So we gotta put that on Enio. That's great. Scrubber's kid. Oh my god. Okay, that's pretty cool. Where the string has the ability to cast spells spontaneously, grants them to cast Ice Storm, Cone of Cold, Ice. Yeah, Polar Ray, and Polar Midnight. Oh, yeah, okay. So, medium armor, 11 AC. Plus 5 teaming, plus competence and bonus persuasion skills made to intimidate. Alright, whenever we take more than 10 damage from a single ranged attack. Interesting. Dragonfall. Oh. That'd be great for a monk. Good for land. We don't fuck around when it comes to diamond dust. Interesting. Her dexterity's so high, she doesn't even need it. That's right. Yeah, I have the highest alchemist kit. This can unlock all the other spells for Nenio to craft them. So, like, that's a bunch of extra permanent buffs. I don't know when that happened. Okay, at least that's fixed now. Save. Now what we want to do here... Let's see what this demon helmet becomes. You know, this helmet was called Shy Lily. He was a murderer. No, he was a master of the art of slaughter. A missionary of violence whose deeds were a source of delight and horror. Even his fame faded when he met a truly destructive power. Okay. The helmet of demonic powers, where it gets a +4 profane and a +2 profane to AC. That just fucking looks cool. I'm not sure it's better than the helmets that we have already had, though, to be honest. The only thing that'd be funny is we could give that to him, and he'd have 44 strength. Let's see what the cloak is. Let's see what the cloak is. This relic is true legend. It absorbed power that is far too heavy for this world, but I have a feeling that this cloak will suit you well. An angel wears this cloak. His Sword of Heaven ability deals an additional 4 dice of damage or heal. Wow. Looks cool too. Yeah, well, we're definitely going with that. Okay. Sure, what if it'd be better with this one here? Okay. Let's lock that in here. I guess. Okay, so we had to go back to the Nexus. All right. Sure, why not rest here? We actually get corruption here. I'm more curious about this. Oh, these are level 9 ones. Okay. Interesting. I'm not sure why it's there twice. Just seeing if there's any spells here we want to cast. Some sea mantle scrolls us. Oh no. Oh, she doesn't have mythic brew potions, that's why. I want to see what happens if we stay in here. We have not stayed here once, so let's see. Mantle, sure. Be interesting.
If you wish to convert to the Church of Shaylin, it would bring the goddess and me great pleasure.
Desna showed me the path out of the abyss, and I cannot abandon her. But you are the first person to say I would be welcome anywhere. Thank you.
I like their relationship between Socio and Ashule. Oh, Ashule wants to talk. Sweet. You can go do that.
Finally.
We got some neat gear out of there. We got the spell crafting thing, which is very cool, actually. Now we can go get a shoelace thing done. Emma's a little surprised that What's-Her-Nut didn't have people here waiting for us when we got out of the portal to see what we got from the city. Making friends, devastation, devastation. Back to the Nexus. That's gonna be where that stairwell down thing is, where Greyborn, where World Diversity almost guaranteed. I've been thinking, and, well, I had you see, I wanted. What I'm trying to say is extremely embarrassed that Shula's voice becomes progressively quieter until you can barely hear what she is saying. It's alright, don't be afraid. Whatever you want to say to me, I won't be mad at you. I know that, thanks. For several deep inhale and exhales, as Shula finally pulls herself together and bursts out, I need to go back to my dream, and come with me, please. You finally figured out what to do with the table? No, it remains a mystery to me, but I had another idea, something I can't do alone. I thought, this is going to sound odd, and I doubt dreams even work like this, but if I want to try and fall asleep inside my dream to dive deeper into my dream world, what could I find there? What if there's some answers to my questions are hidden? What if it's Desnee herself, or even the real me? But the problem is, that's where the nightmares are. Someone will have to guard my sleep, someone who won't get scared of what they seen there, someone who knows what kind of monster I used to be and still accepts me, someone... Of course I'll help, let's go. Shula's dream is still empty, faint smoky smells of burnt dreams still linger in the